We're gonna cut your hair today. You excited? Logan, today we're gonna cut you and your dad's hair. How do you feel?
Good.
You excited?
Yes.
We're gonna chop all this hair. Look at that. Look at the beautiful hair.
I'm gonna do like that.
You gotta cut it because it's all on your face.
I want to look like that and like.
Okay.
Like that. Oh, shut the egg! I just shut the egg. It's opening, Mama. Look, it's opening, Mama. Look, it's opening.
Wow, great job.
I wanted to show you guys a real life healthy breakfast that is also anti-inflammatory. This is an option that you guys can do. I am sensitive to eggs and egg whites, so I cannot do that. But I make this breakfast for my husband and my son. And this is a great option for you if you are not sensitive to none of these ingredients. So you guys have seen in my previous videos how I do my morning smoothie. It's changed up a little bit, so I want to kind of go through. I use half a cup of frozen wild blueberries, organic of course. Everything is organic on their ingredients, has to be for anti-inflammatory. I put like 2 handfuls of arugula, and that specific arugula I really like because it doesn't wilt fast. And then flax seeds, I take 2 big scoops, like full as you can see, of flaxseed, ground flaxseed, and I put it into my smoothie. And then I kind of took a break from making my smoothie because when you're a mom, you kind of try to do this and that before the babies wake up, and Shakina was sleeping. So I went on to do my lemon water, which is what I drank before I drank my smoothie. And typically I either do bone broth very first thing in the morning, or lemon water, and today it was lemon water because I didn't have bone broth. And then I add 2 big tablespoons of MCT oil, and I had it was already done, so I kind of poured the rest of it into the smoothie. So this breakfast is a great anti-inflammatory breakfast if you're struggling with an autoimmune disease. I put almond milk today, but I meant to put coconut milk of that same brand because it's more creamy. But you can use either one depending on your preference. And I use a grass-fed beef protein, which is also great because this specific brand only has like 1 or 2 ingredients in it. And because of my food sensitivities, that is like the best protein for me. And so this is a great option if you're looking for what to eat in the morning. And sometimes it's a smoothie people are not used to, but once you start doing it, you get used to it. For my son Logan and my husband Tony, they eat eggs and turkey bacon usually in the morning, or they switch it up with other things, but that's also a healthy breakfast if you're not sensitive to those things. For me, it's always this smoothie because it helps me be less inflamed in my body, and I'm struggling to close it because the cup is kind of bent. It got bent in the dishwasher from the heat, but I always need Tony to help me either way because my fingers still kind of hurt from the recent big flare that I had from arthritis. So I always need him to help me typically, but sometimes I figure it out on my own. And yeah, it's really a great breakfast. If you don't know what to change in your diet, smoothies are a great option even throughout the day. So the next thing I moved on to is to cut up some fruit for my son Logan, which I typically do earlier, but that day I did it a little later, and I separated the little ends of the strawberry so we can give them to our chickens because nothing goes to waste in this house. And I was cutting the rest of it for my son in pieces like this because he likes those pieces cut like that in like 4s. Sometimes I would cut it in 8s too, and so that's what I give him every day. Some fruit with his eggs, or some fruit with his, sometimes I make pancakes or French toast for him because he can eat all that, I can't. So yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get ready to go cut Logan's and Tony's hair. We already made breakfast. Tony and Logan are eating. I'm gonna take a shower before Shakina wakes up. She usually wakes up around 10 or 11, depending on how sleepy or not she is. She's a good sleeper. So she lets me typically take a shower. When Tony's not here, I just let her sleep and I take Logan with me to the bathroom and let him sit there and do something while I take a shower. But today he's here, so I'm just gonna take a quick shower while he takes care of Logan. And I watch Shakina on the monitor. And so I know you guys see kind of like pimples. I don't know if they're pimples, what they are, but these little dots, red dots on my face, they are coming out, I suspect, because of the detox that I'm doing right now, which I will share with you guys if I feel like it's effective. And I think that's my body's way of detoxing. So it's a heavy thing that I'm on. So like I said, I'll share with you guys when I see that it truly is effective, and it's going to take a couple months for me to see that.
So I'm about to brush my teeth here, and I'm showing you guys my natural non-toxic toothpaste that I use that my holistic dentist recommended. And I do everything holistic. I do my doctor's holistic, my dentist is holistic, and my kids' pediatricians is holistic. The reason for that is because after 15 years of dealing with doctors, normal doctors, that general doctors that your insurance covers type doctors, they could care less about your health. They could care less if you die. They could care less if your health worsens. It actually benefits them if your health worsens, and they're happy that your health worsens because then they can keep getting more money out of you, out of visits and all that stuff. So my experience with holistic doctors is that they truly care for you to get better, and they give you a natural, non-toxic way of truly finding your way to health. And so that's the reason that I do holistic doctors. And for those who don't know, holistic doctors, you have to pay out of pocket. Currently, insurances do not cover those types of doctors. But I feel like it's all like a big pharma plan for you to just, get stuck in that sick cycle and never get to healing. But thankfully, God gave me a great brain to think through things and find a better way for me and my family, which is the holistic way. And I do a lot of my things at home with my kids, very holistic and non-toxic. I rarely even wear my makeup. I only wear it once a week now. I'm makeup free throughout the week because I like to let my skin breathe. So I do a lot of things very holistically and naturally. And I've found that is the best way. My body feels way better too. And so I also recently made my own hair gel, which I used in this video here that you guys saw me put in my hair. It's made of flaxseed and rosemary oil, and it is great. I thought it was not going to be effective, but it holds my hair up great. Obviously, it's not going to be as strong as like a regular gel, but it holds up, it does the job, and I feel great using a cleaner product on my hair. And my husband uses it, and my son, I'm just starting to use it on him. And if you guys want me to show you how I make it, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to do that. So the only thing I use for skincare right now is jojoba oil, and I put it before I wear makeup. I put it in the mornings after I shower, and I put it on my kids after they shower, all over them every day. And it's our only skincare currently, and it's great. It moisturizes great. And I also been doing some lymphatic massages on my face and my neck because after giving birth I feel like I need that. And so I need to buy myself like a gua sha, but I just do it with my hands.
So I'm going to take my supplements for the day. And it is the Thursday supplements. Okay, Mama has to take her vitamins. Mama has to give milk to Shakina. Mommy has to train Shakina.
So these supplements I take every morning, in the middle of the day, and in the night. They're all different, and they've all been prescribed from my holistic doctor. I've been taking them for a while, and I have felt a lot better when I take them. So I do that every single morning.
Okay.
As a mom of two now, I totally understand how hard it can be to get yourself healthier when you have two kids. You know, they want this, they want that. You got to feed them, you got to change them. And me, right now, I got to breastfeed. So it's really complicated, but you just got to come up with a plan and get to it, because where there's a will, there's a way. And if you want to truly be healthy, you will find that way.
I'm ready to comb my hair.
Okay. You want to show them that you're eating your turkey bacon?
Can I have it, Mom? Mom. Mom.
So for some reason, the audio did not happen here. I think it was because my phone was connected to the Bluetooth of the car. But we were just talking about how excited we were to go get their haircut, Logan and Tony, and how we're just happy when we have these days together as a family. We're still learning to get out of the house with two kids instead of one. And for some, that might be a piece of cake, but this is all new to us still. So we're still learning how to manage that. So we went to go get Tony's haircut and Logan's, and I have to say that I was not very happy with the result, but that's another story. For now, let's focus on this cutie that I want to eat so much. She's so adorable. Ugh.
She's so cute.
So we ended up going to eat after, as we usually do, going to eat pho because Logan loves that. And I didn't eat because, like I said, I'm on a different diet. When I got home, I ate some steak, as you guys can see here, and 3 cassava tortillas with my coconut water, and I loved it. It's a great meal that I've been eating, and it's also very anti-inflammatory if you're not sensitive or allergic to any of these ingredients. So I cannot eat rice, I cannot eat, beans right now, so this is a great meal for me, and I'm breastfeeding, so it fills me.
I am trying to get some work done while Shakina is sleeping. And Tony is making some salmon for our dinner. Posted the recipe on my health coaching page, and it's just a bunch of garlic that you put on salmon, and paprika, cumin, and salt to taste. And it turns out really good. You put the pan on medium so the garlic won't burn, and about 3 minutes to 5 minutes on each side. This is a great anti-inflammatory protein or way of eating this salmon. So it definitely helps to lessen inflammation for sure. So I kind of wanted to address questions I got on my autoimmune series that I've been doing on my YouTube channel. So this is a series that I'm doing on autoimmune and rheumatoid arthritis. It seems like a lot of you guys are interested in that topic, and so I wanted to kind of, go through some things that have popped up commonly. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do I get the list of my food sensitivity, the list that I showed in my very first arthritis video. You can look at this the playlist that I have on autoimmune on my RA journey, and it's right there. It's the first one. People have asked me a lot about that food sensitivity list, and I wanted to let you guys know that the food sensitivity list is specific. Everybody's food sensitivities is different for everybody. So the one that I took, I believe they all they did was take my blood and test my food sensitivities. And so if you want to know what foods you're sensitive to, you have to either go to your holistic doctor, or I think possibly a normal doctor. You can also do that. They can send in for you to get tested for food sensitivities, and that's how you can get your food sensitivities tested. But it's not the same for everybody. The stuff that I'm sensitive to, somebody else can be not sensitive to. So it's definitely, whenever you see that video, you don't, like, following the foods that I cannot eat are not gonna necessarily help you if you don't have the same food sensitivity. So it's always good to get your food sensitivities test for yourself and food allergy test as well. So when it comes to health, it's not a one shoe fits all. Everybody's different. Everybody
needs different things and is sensitive or allergic to different things. I don't know what is going on right now with this, but it's been getting worse. Like I said, I'm on a detox program that I will share with you guys if I see that it's effective. But so far, my body has felt overall better, but I've been getting, I don't know if it's like, it looks like a reaction. So I'm gonna just keep monitoring it. It's just very itchy, but it's not like, you know, detrimental. So I'm just gonna keep monitoring it because I haven't changed anything in my food. I want to thank everybody for all the comments that they've given in my videos on autoimmune disease, where you guys have even suggested certain things to help. And I definitely have taken advice from some of you in the comments. One big one that I started doing was I'm kind of shifting over more to a more carnivore diet. I used to, if you guys have followed me, I used to eat more like salads and proteins and not as many fats, because not necessarily because I didn't want to eat fats or didn't think they were necessary, but because of my food sensitivities, I couldn't figure out what fats to eat. And so now I'm learning to implement the right amount of fats, and I'll probably do a separate video on that, on how important fat is for your body. People always want to remove fat from food and say that that's healthy, but your body needs fat. It's, you know, 60% of your brain is made up of fat, so you need fat to function and be healthy. So I just kind of want to make this series to dig into autoimmune, and hopefully some of the things that I share on this series is helpful for you guys, because more than anything, like, I want to tell you that are struggling with an autoimmune, like, there is hope. I got better and you can get better too. I'm still on my journey. There's still things, ups and downs, because of my pregnancies and miscarriages, but I have seen my body and it can heal. So you can heal too, and you just have to do the right things for your body, and there are answers, and don't give up hope, and God loves you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Thank you for watching the video.
Thumbs up.
Please subscribe.